If this video was an essay, it would get marked down many points for having no real thesis. Fortunately, this is YouTube, and the only current judge of these videos is really myself and the two people I'm going to go show this video to after I upload it. So, since I am not beholden to anyone who requires that I have a thesis, there will be no thesis in this video. Now that I've just told you that this video isn't really about anything, I will now tell you what this video is about to the degree that it is about anything. And that is that I recently had the unfortunate stroke of hubris to try and acquire a backpack. The difficulty that I ran into in my search for a new backpack is that, like so many other things, backpacks are currently mainly sold online. And a backpack has such a high level of subjectivity to one's experience of the backpack that it can be really hard to gauge, is this a good backpack for me, yes or no, from the resources available online. Even from videos, even from customer reviews, even from text reviews, it's just very difficult to gauge certain aspects of the backpack. Do you like the feel and size of the zippers? Do you like the way that the compartments are laid out? Do you like the feel of the material? Are the shoulder straps comfortable for you? Does it fit your back in the way that you prefer? None of these things can really accurately be conveyed unless you have the backpack in hand. And so in my search for backpacks, I was entirely limited to the local retailers in the city that I live in. And in other cities, that might be less of a problem, but the city that I happen to live in happens to be really bad at this. So after looking through basically all the sporting goods stores and all the malls in the city, there was still nothing. Now, fortunately, somebody suggested that I look at the Office Max that is nearby, and they somehow had the best backpack selection in town. And not just the backpacks that I liked the most. The widest variety of backpacks with the most comprehensive range of qualities of backpacks was just the most options in each kind of backpack category. It just was the best backpack selection at an Office Max. Everyone else was so bad at it that an Office Max managed to be the best and managed to be the place where I actually did buy a backpack from. Now, here's where this video has no point. I have no continuation to this. I have nothing else to say. But this video is too short. Nothing's happened, no real point has been made. Everything that I've said so far has been some introduction to a greater point about online shopping or a potential review of a backpack, but neither of those are the video I want to make. From here, this video could be any of a number of potential other things. The first would probably be a vlog about my experience trying to find a new backpack. The problem with that is that these videos, strictly speaking, aren't about me. I'm just in them. And so a vlog isn't really what I want to be doing. Another potential idea is a video about the weirdness of the backpack selections at some of the various retailers that I visited. The problem with that video is that in order to make it well, I would need to provide some information about where I live. And I don't really want to do that. I would like to, as much as I can, maintain anonymity. The third potential thing that this video could be, the thing that it's sort of been heading in the direction of, is a rant about some of the problems with the pervasiveness of online shopping in the modern world. But while I don't necessarily know what this channel is, I do have ideas for things that I don't want it to be. And the direction that follows from rant videos is one of the things that I don't want this channel to be. So that's off the table. However, admittedly, the thing that this video actually is probably closest to that last one. Because these videos are, to some degree, supposed to be thoughts of Nico videos. The problem is I don't know how to make those. I can write a script, I can narrate a script, I can store a bunch of random facts and figures in my head and list them off without a script. Those are all easy, those are fine. But those are useful for the videos that I have, for other reasons, been failing to make. Whatever kind of video it is that I am trying to make will, to some degree, have to be based upon storytelling. And, quite frankly, I don't know whether or not I'm any good at that in front of a camera. And one's competency at a task in front of a person is largely uncorrelated to their competency at a task in front of a camera. So I just don't know whether or not this is something that I can do. I've just simply never tried to do it before. And so the hope with this video is that it is interesting, but it still has no point. Because that means that rather than being interesting on the merits of the thing that I'm talking about, it is solely interesting on the merits of what it is I have said. My storytelling is what made the video a good video, rather than whatever it is I have told the story about, or, hopefully, if I have done my job correctly, not told a story about in this video. In reality, this video is a practice round, a way for me to gauge whether or not I can tell a story well enough for that to be the thing that makes a video interesting. And even though I have said my thoughts on various topics, the thoughts I was sharing, the ones that have anything to do with the actual through line of this video, not just providing context for other thoughts, don't really have anything to do with what it is I've actually been talking about in this video up until approximately this moment. And so my attempt to not make a point is, in fact, intentional. Now, this video is not trying to be interesting because it is meta. I have done that before. I know that I can do that. I am trying to make this video not simply not about itself, but just not about anything. And I know that towards the end of the video, that has happened a little bit less. But my hope is that this video is about nothing, and that this video has been interesting. So, with all that, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. If autofocus ruined this one too, I am going to throw this out the window, and if I hit the lock button again, I am going to throw this out a much higher window.